Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of XCom 2 War of the Chosen, featuring that amazing Long War of the Chosen mod. And ahead of us we have Operation Flying Chant. It's a smash and grab, extremely light, so hopefully this means we get a little easy mission here, or at least easier than the one upcoming and the one we just completed. Let's hope we get some goodies from this. Also, we have a fun little sit rep here that really, that's why I say if this works the way it's intended, should really help us out a lot. A location scout, the Resistance have placed low-range motion detectors throughout the AO that hook into your squad's comms. Your soldiers will be able to detect enemy units that are out of line of sight. So that is really cool. We'll be out in the wilderness of South Africa on this one. Let's get down there with our squad of Robbie, Doc Zaso, at least that's his nickname for the moment, as our technical. Callum Robertson, his bondmate, is our shinobi. Guinan is an assault. Sebastian Jezowski, a ranger. And then we have a couple lower level squaddies, JoJo Betzler, a specialist, and Garth DeAngelis, a grenadier. So I think we got a team that should be able to handle this mission. Let's go find out. All right, Operation Flying Chant is just about ready. No new information here. Let's just get down there. There's apparently a structure in the wilderness that is holding some supplies, and we're going to go grab them if we can. And we get to start on a little bit of high ground here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we at least got more than 4, so I counted 5, unless there's one that showed up at the very end there as it was panning in reverse, but no, that was 5. So we have 5 to grab with 6 of us to grab them, and that's not a hideous backtrack to get out of here. At least it doesn't seem that way. So let's see, the structure starts right in front of us. And speaking of this sit rep, I do not see anywhere, I do not see any sight yet of these enemies we're supposed to have motion detectors sensing where they are. So we'll see if this sit rep is going to work just fine for us, or if it was a tease to make me feel too confident before we got started here. Callum, you're our eyes and ears out there. Let's get you going.
Changing position. Roger.
And our first move shows us nothing. Looks like we'll be able, we do have a little bit of open ground to cover before we get to the structure in the back with the supplies. So if I have cover on your next move, well, not quite, Callum, not quite. So we'll just compromise by getting you up to here. And it looks like it's good for everybody else to motor on forward. Your bondmate Robbie will keep him and his flamethrower up nearby. Guinan, you and your assault abilities, maybe we push you a little further just to give us a different view over here. At least we're all concealed, right?
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
Well, I hope that's not a bad sign of things to come, but no. We should be fine. Sebastian will park you right here. You got to remember, you have armor-piercing ammo in case we need that little bit of help. And we do have a 12-turn timer. So this is one of those missions where our timing extension should help us out a little bit. I guess we'll just park you right here, Garth.
Moving out.
And here we gain some sight. Priest, a sentry, and a trooper.
It would seem Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have once possessed.
Yeah, the priests, that's going to be our toughest enemy we've had to face so far, so we'll have to figure this one out. Let's see. They're right at the building that we need to get to. We are talking 7 to 9, so if we get rid of these 3, we're only talking up to 6 more after that, and if they're all alone... You know, and this sit rep is lying to me. Where are these low range motion detectors? So I have no idea of knowing where these motion detectors are. So if they're low range motion detectors, maybe we just have to wait for Advent to move near them before they're detected. And so we don't have, it's not like we have coverage or full coverage of the map with that sit rep. Maybe that's the way it's intended, I do not know. Do we have... So yeah, so we don't have the ability to get up high, although this spot right here could possibly work because we are able to peek up to the edge, whereas this one wouldn't because we'd be moving 2 spaces through. So we have one individual who could get up to high ground, and do we have an appropriate individual on this team that we want to have high? Maybe you, Sebastian? Do we push you up here to give us that nice shooting position for you? And then keep everybody else a little bit, perhaps, more mobile, since you do have the armor piercing, although we don't have to worry about the armor on any of these guys. I'd just like to get you set so you can take 2 shots from a position where you should be able to see everybody. So we're going to push it up here. And so much for peeking from the edge. They see us. And Sebastian, your shots are gone. The only good thing is we have an easily flankable priest. Everybody's technically easily flankable with this particular team that we got out here. So we will try our best. Like I said, we'll try our best to keep... keep our shinobi hidden, if at all possible. Now, Guinan, we do have run and gun available for you to get right up here on the sentry. We will gain sight into the building, so it could mean more activations. I wish I knew where those motion sensors were that they'd be moving next to. So the biggest thing is we have potentially our specialist that can come up here and not quite flank the trooper. Lovely. But we also have some individuals over here. Like we always have the buddy command. So if we got, excuse me, if we got you, Robbie Zaso, up here on our first take a shot, we could always do a little teamwork to give you a follow-up shot. And I think these guys may be immune to fire. Am I correct on that? We'll have to take a look. In fact, do we have a shot on him? Let's just get him in our sights and take a look and see if we can figure that out. Let's see, mind control, fire weapon, sustain. So I see nothing about... and they got mag rifle on this guy too. And if they take enough damage to be killed, they are immediately put in stasis for 1 turn, and their health is only reduced to 1. The sustain, if we kill them enough, I do believe, if we overkill them enough, then they don't go into sustain. But it doesn't say immune to fire here in this listing right here. So we're going to count on it not being the case. So with that in mind, that's our backup. So we come up here, take a first shot with you, Robbie.
Moving to position.
And that should be a pretty dang good chance of a shot right here. 100%. Question is, shows 3 damage. Sure would like to get 5. Sure would like to get, no. 35% crit. Could be better, but we'll take it. We did our 5 damage. Now I'm in. I pretty much feel like we can follow up. Let's do you, Callum. Let's get over to you. I don't think using teamwork exposes you. That's my best understanding of it. We're about to find out. It won't kill us if it does, but I would prefer you stay hidden.
Strength to you.
Alright, sounds good so far. Now, why am I not seeing a second shot available? That doesn't make sense to me. If we did the teamwork, extra... Oh, it's only for an extra move. It's not for an extra shot. Really now. So we're low-level bond mates. I guess that's what that does. Or I gotta refresh my memory on what the bonds do for us. Oh, baby. And with Sebastian kind of out of it up here, by doing a double move, that kind of stinks. Well, what we are going to do is, I think we'll have options to take out the priest. I'm just worried about not having any guarantees against the trooper. We could bring over a flank shot back here to get that other shot against the priest. Guinan, you got the run and gun over to here. And we could always try. It's not a guarantee though. Or do we just flashbang this guy and worry about the other two? But if I'm going to run and gun Guinan over here, that exposes her flank, and I'm not thrilled about that one. So, unless we do a little aid protocol on Guinan. By having her in the open. It's one action. It would not allow me, therefore, to move and flank the priest. Although I would be able to flank the priest this way. If we're counting, and then you do have rapid deployment. No, you do not, because you're too low level yet, so we have not given you any kind of rapid deployment yet. Well now, this stinks a little bit all of a sudden. So it leaves someone exposed out of all this. What I can do is do the aid protocol here, throw a grenade over here to damage the guy, and maybe kill him if we're lucky, but yeah, I don't count on grenades doing their job. We then have this. The problem is by activating Callum to take the shot, we aren't guaranteed to kill because he could also do just 2 damage, and that would be bad. Unless we, if we're going to go live, then we would flesh is what we would do. So that may be our out. We may end up going live after all, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's try you, and just in case, we're going to aid protocol on Guinan because she'll be standing in the open. Or maybe, no, because if I throw the grenade, that ends my turn. I'd have to commit to the aid protocol first, and we won't have it available at least for a couple turns. So Guinan, we're getting you aid protocol. We're putting you out in the riskiest spot. And Guinan, let's do our run and gun. Find out early if we activate another pod.
What's the hurry?
And nothing. So we have our shot right here. It's 100%. And our minimum damage is 4, which should take care of this guy. Boom. He goes flying away. We took care of him.
Setting number 1. Anyone
Emergency life support, PCS. That leaves you, JoJo, to try the frag grenade, which may or may not do the job. But at least, at the very least, this guy will be red fogged and injured. So let's find out what it does.
Granate geworfen!
What did that granata do? It, nah. Well, did pretty much what I was expecting it might do. Now, I'm thinking we need to bring this shot over here on the priest. We have two options. Activate Callum to take out the priest. And then all we'd have to do is launch another grenade over here to take him out. Well, 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 choices, choices. So many choices, and I'm wondering what the shot would be over here if we come over here. I guess we're about to find out. We got 3 hit points there, so even a grenade doesn't necessarily guarantee that we kill him if the shot isn't good enough. So we're gonna bring you over here.
Heading out.
Let's see what your shot is. 86. Good enough that I'm gonna take it. It was good enough for us to miss. Well, I hope you're feeling very fleshy here.
They've cast it onto me.
And he did end up going into stasis. So we'll have that to deal with. And we do have a move here. Now he is flanked. It's too bad our move here isn't enough to... So we'll bring it over on this side depending on how he's moving. We got enough guys on the other side. Let's see what happens. What kind of stasis was that? Well, there's protected. And here's another shot to unprotect us. Well, how did he miss point blank? We just got lucky, folks, on this sloppy opening play to this quote-unquote easy mission. Garth, we're going to bring you right up close. Take out the priest.
On your order.
We are fortunate, we are lucky that Callum only lost a little bit of ablative armor.
Target package
What turned out to be a slightly sloppy play. And that stasis, I always thought the stasis lasted a little, just a little bit longer than that. That stasis sure disappeared awful fast. I thought he was going to be in stasis for almost a full turn is what I was thinking. So I guess I misunderstand stasis? I guess so. JoJo, you can't get down to the corner. Robbie, I think we're going to bring you right down to the corner then to take that nice flank shot.
On your order.
And end our first threat with 10 turns left on the timer.
Hostile target down. Could use some ammo over here.
Okay. Now we're going to have to get into the building, and we do. The motion detectors are working, ladies and gentlemen. The motion detectors are working. We now know where one of the motion detectors is located. We have a way up on this side. So maybe what we need to do is get ready to breach in this door as a potential move for some of us. And get a couple of us else ready to come up the ladder for some different angles on these guys. Or be ready to pop out right here. Maybe we need somebody right in here if they, because they're on a doorway over here. I'm sure they heard us. I'm going to assume they're on yellow alert. So if they're going to be on yellow alert, maybe we bring, because we can't go in through that window, unfortunately. It's not like a regular window where you can just run through the window. Sebastian, you and your 2 shots are going to get parked right here.
G-snap.
We're going to hopefully find a way to set up for these guys in a position that works out better than our last attempt. Robbie, you've already moved, so we're only going to get part of us, some of us, able to get set up this very first turn. And if they wander out this way, well, we're just going to have to deal with it. So, JoJo, let's get you up this way. Callum. Let's see now. We're going to hide you in right here, because if they come around here, we'll have a run and gun and you available to do some damage, and one of them's a snake susceptible to you. The other two are stun lancers, though. That's the part of this puzzle I'm not thrilled about. We haven't had to deal with the stun lancers yet, so we will overwatch where we can. I'm kind of thinking we'll bring you over here, Guinan. If they move into this room, you'll still be in range to not run and gun for 3 turns in, but I think you'd be pretty close. Well, you'd be able to shoot through the window, even if you can't move through the window. So let's try this.
Yes. You never know till you try.
And here they come. I know we missed our shotgun shot, and they're active.
Without the introduction of human DNA, these creatures, once operating under the guise of dead men, now show their true form. A purely reptilian species.
No reason for them to hide. The
Okay, the
aliens don't
stun
need
lancer
penetration
is
unit
on
anymore.
Overwatch.
At first, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
So we're in range of being stunned by these guys at the moment, so that's not a positive development. What we may do, I wonder how accurate. We have some boom boom power, potentially. Let's see how accurate a rocket would be and what kind of distance this rocket can take. I'm not thrilled with 1.1 tile scatter with Guinan right there. We'd have to move Guinan for sure, and it wouldn't quite pick up the guy in the back. Really was hoping to be able to pick up more than one. So we are somewhat limited. We got the snake, who I think Sebastian can work on. We'll make that your job, Sebastian. So let's come over here and open this door. And I'm wondering if 2 separate shots are the best way to go with you. Let's see what the percentage on the shots are. Just 81% with this kind of guy's dodge. I'm thinking I want to move in a little closer and do something a little more definite. Ooh, but moving in that little bit closer, we got to take away the Overwatch first. We do have a way to do that, and I think I want to take away the Overwatch with some damage, maybe. So either I can work the flashbang, or I can just hit flashbang. Let's see if the flashbang picks up both of them first of all, because having a guy, there's no way based on their cover that I can get them both with a flashbang anyway. It's one or the other. So I think a grenade should hopefully do the same thing as a flashbang and take away this guy's Overwatch.
Get ready for a surprise!
So far, so good. Now I'm interested in running Sebastian in to go both barrels on the snake. I feel more confident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hit points. I think both barrels could be up to the task. We're gonna find out. Well, let's do it from here, even though the hit percentage won't be good. 8 to 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So both barrels should be able to get the job done. So let's do it that way, up at the both barrels range. And look at that hit percent. go way, way up. So even a minimum hit, provided he doesn't dodge out of it, should be sufficient. And thank goodness that is not one artful dodger of a snake. Advanced stock will take it. And now we got some options ahead of us. The Stun Lancer here can easily be dealt with. The next problem though is we got a Stun Lancer back here that we're guaranteed to do damage on. Potentially. Let's take a look. Let's take a look one more time. This is the guy that worries me, that can do some damage on us. Guinan could easily take out this guy. My flesh could easily take out this guy. I don't have two that would be able to easily get over here in enough distance to take that guy out. Unless that's the option that we're going to do. We're going to get over here on the flank. We're going to do the stun gun, and that should help. We're going to stun the Stun Lancer. How's that for a play? And then we got to hope we don't activate at the same time. So let's do this play first, just to see if we got some new company.
Yes.
And we don't. The stun should be a pretty dang good chance, and it is.
And it's going to be a very unique experience.
Is that feeling unique, Mr. Stun Lancer? Let's go. Now, Callum, I'm feeling confident your flesh is going to be good enough to finish off the other Stun Lancer, so we don't have to feel their end of the stick. Alright, that gives us a chance to move some of the rest of our guys a little farther forward to be able to help us out next time. We have ways to get up on the roof. We're going to have packages high, we're going to have packages low, and we know where this enemy is, so it means there's 3 more out there somewhere. So we'll start moving you over here, Robbie. In fact, let's get you up near the door where Sebastian was to get you indoors. I think that's my preferred spot for you.
Getting it done.
And JoJo Betzler, I would love to get you a little more active and involved also. So let's get you into this position.
Bin gleich da.
And so far, nothing. We got through that turn. Let's just kind of take a look at the map, see if our sensors pick anything up. And we got 2 over here. Surveillance drone along with an engineer. So we don't need to go anywhere in that direction, which means either we just have 8 on this map or there's another lone drone floating around somewhere. So it makes me feel more comfortable getting a little more aggressive moving into the building here. And let's see if we can't make that happen. Sebastian, do you have a cover position that you can move to towards the interior and take a peek? Yes.
Robbie.
Looking okay from this angle. And is any of these boxes up on the very top? This is the map that had me depth perception challenged over here. Trying to figure out what level what boxes we're on. So we do have some on the roof. We'll see if we can't send somebody up to that roof. Let's see, JoJo Betzler, is that where we want to send you? Let's see if there's any roaming drone up here. First of all.
Wenn es sein muss.
And so far, no. And I don't want to take you that last move without that knowledge. Now, there could be something down here that I take with that last move. Let's find out.
Schon nicht passieren.
But I didn't think so, and my instincts were correct at least for a change, huh? Robbie, let's get you ready to come in over here. I'm not sure which way these guys would gain access to us, or which way they're going to roam, but at least we know kind of where they are. So, Robbie, come on in.
Move.
We're looking at 8 turns, which is not hideous. I think we need to do some damage on this stun lancer. 65% chance for a crit. Can we do this in one shot, Guinan? Yes, we can. Alright. Callum, I'd like to get you moving indoors a little bit. I'm assuming if Guinan's out of range, I'm hoping moving Callum over here to open this door will also be out of range. Unless I send you up high, Callum, to check some things out up high. No, there is an indoor ladder where we seem to have some things. So maybe is there a hatch up here? I don't even see a hatch. So we're just going to send you up here to go through this door, therefore, Callum. So you can be on that level for these items.
Your wish is my command.
And in fact, we'll get you up to the door. Sebastian, nothing. I just in case there's some weird drone floating around out of sight, just out of sight out here. And we're near the stuff with 8 turns. I think we can afford 1 turn of Overwatch just to be safe with you while we run Mr. DeAngelis up in our direction to hopefully help us out.
Stepping off.
Advent troops here.
And all 3 are there. There was a sentry along with the engineer, so that is the remaining enemies that we got right here. So there we go. Unfortunately, I seem to have my specialist way out of whack, way out of position to help against the drone. An engineer and sentry. Yeah, I'm not looking thrilled with any of this at the moment. I do have run and gun available. I have a run and gun back. And the run and gun could be my answer for the sentry. It means we have others that can't reach this guy over here that we're going to need some help from. Now, what do we have left on you, Garth DeAngelis? We do have a flashbang available, and if I came out to some kind of, I can't really get cover, and I don't know if it gives us enough angle over here. I'm less concerned about the drone. Can you tell? At the moment, but it's the one that's got the armor, and unfortunately, let's find out if Sebastian has range, because he has the ammo piercing also. Yeah, I'm not gonna really have a lot of visibility potentially unless I can open that door with somebody. To give Sebastian a shot with the armor-piercing ammo on the drone over there. But the other options we have is we do have flesh available out here. Which does not give me an option over here because apparently we can't exactly see him yet. So if I brought you here first, I would then see the engineer whom we then could flesh. So I'm counting that flesh would take him out, run and gun would take him out, and then everybody else is all hands on deck somehow against this surveillance drone. Let's see how this plan works out. Let's give you some sight, Robbie. Callum, on your target. And we have our sight. And we have our flesh. And we can do flesh from cover just in case. What do you know? We're going to do it from this cover. And it was a graze. Yikes. We've already had a oops hit against you, and now we had you giving out an oops hit, so I guess that's the payback, huh? Robbie? I don't think he's in position for you. I don't know that you're going to be able to shoot flame over here without hitting Callum in any way, shape, or form. to help us out. We take a chance here to just get you in position just in case you can do that.
Heading out.
Well, this says we might be able to flame the engineer as my backup. So there you go. Robbie, make it happen.
They won't last long.
And he burned out. Callum, just don't move into those flames for me, will you? Don't do a homer. Let's see. We do have a specialist back here. Do we have a way, JoJo Betzler, to get you up high? That would be the way you might, if we're lucky, be able to help us deal with the drone. If you see the drone from up here, it says you would. We're going to give it a shot.
Geht in Ordnung.
Haywire protocol for you is 81% shutdown, and that's what we're going with.
Den holen wir uns.
Come on, JoJo. Yes. Woo! We did it. Now all that's left is our run and gun to take out the guy in the back. The sentry, I believe he was, right? Yep, it's a sentry, all right. 4 hit points, though. Thank goodness it's not any kind of elevated sentry. We have our run and gun available. Let's spin around and a run and gun behind this bit of a vehicle.
You are sure you're doing the right thing?
And blast away.
Could see where it might be hard for the little guy.
Alright, a scope that may possibly be sellable for us. I think we have JoJo Betzler, you can get one on the 2nd floor level. So since you're up, you have the ability to go back on the 2nd level. We'll leave everybody else then to be able to go down on the ground floor. So Sebastian, can you get up here for us to grab this one? Now it's a matter of grabbing boxes and getting out of here in 7 turns. We're going to see if we can do it. Garth, we need all the speed you can give us.
Solid copy.
I know we're not asking the speediest guy for all the speed.
Fire's getting close here.
I'd better not catch you on fire, Callum. Let's get you in and grab your box, or do we go a little deeper with you so maybe we can get Guinan on that one? Well, no, Guinan's going to stay out and deal with the drone for us, I think. That's what we're going to make her job be. Let's just... Oh, we got a free reload? Yes, we do. So let's get over here, free reload, and start blasting on the drone while it's still out. Now we know why I gave you the free reload, because I know I like running through my run-and-gun shotgun ammo. The shot should be 100%. It is. Let's do some damage. And we did 3. So we're in pretty good shape with one more shot to go. So Callum, let's run you farther back just because you tend to have a little bit of speed.
Aye.
And that means I got someone else. I got you that can come over here, Robbie Zaso.
Solid copy.
So as long as everybody but Guinan grabs something, we'll be in good shape. Sebastian, we're going to get you out the door. The evac point, I believe, was over in this direction. Oh, it's way over on this side. So we'll just kind of get you positioned over here to start, once you get here, providing overwatch till everybody's able to catch up. Not that there's anybody left on the map other than that drone. And we got 6 turns till reinforcements. And JoJo Betzler, I was thinking you right here on the 2nd floor, if I can work it. There we go.
Los, los, los!
And Garth, where is that last package for you? It's right down in front of you, close range.
Moving to position.
For someone slow like you. There we go.
Asset in tow.
And we'll get you running back out a little bit.
On the move.
Uh-oh. It came alive a little faster than expected. And it missed. Thank goodness for that. It's back, and now it's gone.
Could see where it might be hard for the little guy.
We still would have survived even if it had stunned. I think we have enough time. But it's nice not to have to deal with that. So Sebastian, we'll just keep you there in Overwatch till everybody else starts catching up.
Schwerer als ich gedacht hätte. Bin schon dabei.
Garth, let's get you out here too.
I'm on it.
Callum, we can get you picking your package up.
Got the goods.
And all packages in hand. You can make it pretty far. That's why I gave you the farthest one back, Callum. We knew you'd catch back up. And finally, we got this. Let's not open the door. Let's open the chest.
I have the asset.
And Robbie, let's get you motoring out.
Moving out. I'm on it.
All right, we got 4 turns left. It's pretty much just running us all out at this point with no more enemies. So we're going to do that. I will just speed things up until we get to the evac zone. Of course, unless something weird happens, it surprises us all. Out. All right, we're all here in the evac zone. Final count 6. Yes, let's get out of here. Successful mission.
Ab nach Hause.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCom operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All right, good job, guys. Flawless. We haven't had a flawless in a little while. We've been taking some tiny little dings here for a while, so it's nice to get back to flawless before we come up to what will prove to be a difficult mission. Someone's excited. Look at that. Someone is excited. Looks like JoJo Betzler is the excited one. For the honor of XCom, mission accomplished.
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest recruitment center. Remember, only together can we build a better tomorrow.
So we came through with just some armor hits, some armor dings, much better than health dings any day of the week. We got some new records on damage per attack. How cool is that? And there was one new record also, average enemies killed per turn. So we were efficient.
any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
All right, very good. Everybody got a promotion except Robbie Zaso, who already has the highest promotion of this team. So that's good. It's you start slowing down on the promotions the higher you get, Robbie, but you still got the experience. You're leading the pack with 8 kills as far as this team is concerned, followed by Guinan. And we picked up 13 alien alloys, another Elerium core, Elerium crystals. So I may, unless we're hours away from finishing it, we'll have plenty of Elerium crystals. I hopefully won't have to render an Elerium core for a while. And 30 supplies will come in handy. And some fun little gadgets to mess with. Advanced stock is nice for when we get our other sniper back. Do like having that available on our snipers.
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
And we do know that. In fact, we're going to have another mission ready in hours, I do believe. So let's get out here. This is going to be the difficult one. This is going to be the one that we are going to boost. This is our lib chain, where we're going to gain, however, ideally, this is the way it's going to work.
Recruits have never worked in close quarters like the Avenger. Before the war, we might have had time for training, but now they're going to have to pick things up on the fly.
All right, so the plan is get the lib chain done, boost it to get it down to the light, that 13 to 16 range, which scares the heck out of me. But then by completing that successfully, we would gain the intel back that we would then want to use on the supply run, and everything kind of comes back in focus again if we can get through the next mission. So that's our key. Let's get down there and get to it. It's right here. Juliet neutralized the target. We're going to go the 3 hours, then we're going to boost it. And we got to keep our... Last time we had this Advent Loot sit rep, we never found any stockpiles anywhere. The only good thing, as opposed to our other slightly heavier map that we had, this one is a large map. So let's hope with this large map, the pods are like pods of 3 at least, so there's less pods for us to work through. And the other difference will be we do have a concealed start on this one. So there we go. Resistance contacts. We're going to get another one. That's another bonus from completing this mission. So let's advance the timer. And to get ready on this one to go, then we'll boost it. Here we go. Oh, it says 1 hour there. We're going to wait. Oh, because the supply rate became 100%, but it's got just a few more hours than this one. That's how close these two missions were together to each other, but we were able to squeak it in the way we wanted. One thing I will do with the team that returned, let's throw some Haven advisors in here if we can. Oh, it looks like the pending promotions, I'll have to deal with the pending promotion. We're hours away. I'm not going to do it this mission. We'll do it after the next 2 missions that are all a matter of hours apart. I don't think a few hours will hurt us without Haven advisors. And then we'll have a bunch of soldiers back to choose from, and we'll pick out our Haven advisors. So Juliet, we got 1 hour to wait. This one has 8 hours to wait. So we're going to scan that 1 more hour. Target acquired. Let's at least review it. Now, 1 day timer, extract a VIP. Wouldn't mind getting another scientist, but not in 1 hour. So let's get back to what we were doing. There we go. It is fully infiltrated as far as we can, so we're going to boost that infiltration. And that gets us down to light, 13 to 15. And this is the mission we're going forward on. The team we're taking out is Data, is our assault. And we got 4 Lance Corporals on this one. So hopefully the one person smaller on this team at higher rank is going to make it easier or nicer or better for us. Tommy Hertz is our Ranger. Yu Takeda is our Shinobi. Wesley Crusher, the Gunner. And William Riker is a Sharpshooter. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed today's mission. Finally, we got a successful one, although it wasn't totally without its challenges, but we made it through, and that's all that counts. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss these future episodes. We got a lot going on, a lot of challenges early on. We'll see if we can overcome them and get our third liberation chain mission out of the way. ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you next time.